If you've been in a car accident, what do you need to do? In this video, we're going to answer that question. So keep on watching. The first thing you need to do if you've been involved in a car accident, if you've been hit, you've been the victim, is call the police. Okay. Now, I know there's some people that, they're victims in the car accident. Maybe their job. The police is going to, make an unbiased opinion. In comparison, they're not involved in the accident. You were involved in the accident, so you may have, an inclination to say things that benefit you, the other person, same thing. In comparison, the police officer, they have no vested interest. They don't get any money. They don't get anything from whatever they decide on their police report. On the police report, they're going to take testimony. They're going to, ask you for your statement, ask for the other person's statement, and then if there's any other witnesses there, they're going to take that statement, and then after that, they're going to then make their decision, based on my professional experience, based on the statements. This is what I believe. This is the who was at fault and the reason why. So that is going to be helpful if once you have the police report. If you were, not at fault, you did everything that you were supposed to, you're driving the speed limit, you properly stopped, you yielded, etc. If you did everything correct, that's going to benefit you, and you want the police report, right? Request it, make the police report, call the police, get it. The second thing that you need to do if you've been involved in a car accident, take pictures. Take pictures of your injuries. If you have personally, physically been injured, or a passenger in your car has been injured, take pictures of the physical injuries. If there's any blood, if there's anything missing, broken, anything, take pictures. If there's bruises, cuts, take pictures of your vehicle. If your vehicle, the property has been damaged, the tire has been pressed in, it can no longer drive, the door can't open, take pictures of that. That's all going to help your case. You don't want to not take pictures and happen that, let's say, 3-4 months down the road, conversations with the insurance company are beginning. You don't want to forego taking pictures and them accuse you of saying, well, the pictures that you have, they're 2 weeks, they're a month old. How do we know that the injuries in that month old picture are really from the accident, right? That's going to impact your case. It's going to make it that much more difficult. You want to make it as strong as possible. In order to make it as strong as possible, document with pictures. Okay. If you have pictures, that very day, in the car, you have your cuts, pictures of the vehicle. That's all going to help you in resolving your case. The third thing, which is very important, is see a doctor if you have been injured. If you have neck pain, your back hurts, your arm hurts, something is hurting, go see the doctor. I mean, additionally, I would even, suggest, if you're not in pain, sometimes because of the adrenaline is still there, you may not feel the pain, but the pain may show up a few days later. And that's why, it is good to see the doctor. They're a medical professional. They can tell you, hey, usually this is what happens. This is what it means, things like that. That's going to help you, especially, if you've been injured. Well, you're going to need to see a doctor to, get as close as possible to you can, to be recuperated, to be, normal, to be back to how your health and body was before. So that's going to help you get there. And the last thing, which is also very important, is speak with an attorney. For personal injury cases, for car accident cases where you've been injured by somebody else. For those cases, there is no consultation free. The way those cases work is, if we can't win your case, you don't have to pay us anything. It doesn't matter if, work was put in. Generally, that's how it works. If we can't win it, then you don't owe us a dime, like I said. And yeah, because the consultations are free, there's really no risk to get a consultation. You're not going to lose money. The only thing you're going to lose is time. But I mean, if you've been in an accident, you've already probably, had time where, you had to take off work to fix your car, take off work to go to the doctor. You've already spent some time, spend a little bit more. And then the other thing you should do, speak to an attorney before you speak to an insurance company. The insurance company does not have your best interests at heart. Most of these companies, if you look them up, they're publicly traded companies, which means, they're in the business of making their shareholders money. So what that means is the least amount that they can pay you, the better for them, the more bonuses that they are going to get. So, they're not going to try to maximize your case. If they can make you go away, if they can resolve a case for, a small amount, good for them. That's why it's important to speak to an attorney, to fight for you, to advocate for you, and to verify that the amount that they're offering is an appropriate amount.